everyone, this is Jen Polson. I'm here live for Facebook Live, and I'm actually in my little office today in Nashville, so it's really good to be home. And I'm excited to be here. So I'm just gonna wait a second, see who comes on, and get started. I'm excited about our topic today because I just want to talk about transformation and that feeling. Like, do you ever feel like you resist transformation? But before we get started, I thought it would be so fun to just talk about some celebrations that you guys have been having. So I'm going to share a celebration that I have. Hey you guys, hey Arsika, hey Larnell, hey Brittany. Let's see who else popped on here. Hey Mary. Anyway, I wanted to share a quick little celebration. So I bought this blouse several months ago, and I bought it like too small. And I got home from my trip. Been away for 2 weeks, and I've started exercising in the last couple months more regularly, and really watching, just making sure I'm eating more healthy. And anyway, I decided, I'm gonna try that shirt on today, and it fit, and I was so happy. And I haven't been counting calories or worrying about what the scale says. I've really been just trying to nourish my body, nourish my spirit, nourish my mind, and try and take a more holistic approach to my health and well-being. And so anyway, my celebration is that this blouse fit this morning. So there we go. What about you guys? What celebrations do you want to share today? What have you noticed that you've done differently, that something that you've been working on actually worked out? Hey Terry, hey Tracy. We're talking about celebrations. What do you have to celebrate? Don't be shy. Share. Hey Heather. Okay, for those of you who are just popping on, I just wanted to start off our call really quick and just share celebrations. So what have you guys got going on? Oh, Terry, yes, Terry and I chatted just a few minutes ago. That was a celebration. It'd been a while. Larnell says being more calm in some storms. I love that. That's a huge celebration. Susan says she shared. Okay. Cool. Tracy, we'll send you some good healing love, some healing love vibes. Okay, so all right, you guys, thanks for sharing your celebrations. And if you want to, hey Susan, hey Chris, thanks for coming on. If you guys want to share later on, like what celebrations that you have, just go for it. Okay, so our topic today is, do you ever feel like you resist transformation? I want you to think about that. And I want to thank Terry for this topic today, because our conversation really inspired that. And looks like she's made a good comment here. Let's see, people do not resist change that they believe is in their best interest. Okay, that's a good point. And sometimes, even if we know consciously that a change is in our best interest, sometimes there's things that still hold us back from that. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about that in a minute. But one of the things, I want you to ask yourself, what in your life right now do you keep doing that keeps getting you the same result, but you're wishing for a different result? Okay, so if we're talking health, if you want to get healthier, if you want to have more energy, like what are you doing? And what is it that you're resisting changing in order to have that better health or have that greater energy? Okay, or what about your business? What dreams, what goals are you working towards in your career or your business that you feel like kind of stuck on, but you can't seem to make yourself sit down and focus on a project, or sit down and work on follow-up calls, or creating content, or whatever it is that you're working on. Hey, you guys, thanks for coming on. We're talking about what are we resisting as far as like our own transformation. So I want to give you an idea of why we resist change, because it's not that you're lazy. It's not that you don't know what to do. It's not that you're not smart enough. Like, a lot of those times, those can be excuses or head talk that runs amok in our heads, but it's not that you're not capable, okay? So a lot of our brain is designed to keep us safe, to keep us comfortable. Our brains really like a comfort zone, right? So when we're trying to make a change, our brain is immediately going, oh, wait a second. Remember when you tried doing that, 3 months ago, and that didn't really work out so well for you, and you felt embarrassed or you felt defeated. Let's not do that again. So you have your subconscious brain kind of sabotaging what you want to accomplish. And as we realize that, we can have power over our subconscious brain to change. And so, our brains also like what's really familiar. So even though, if you know somebody that's been like in a pattern of abusive relationships, their conscious brain isn't going, oh, I like being treated horribly. Let's find another person that's going to treat me horribly. That's not what the conscious brain is doing, but the subconscious is, you know what? You've been in this type of pattern since your whole childhood, throughout your teen life, throughout your adult life. This is what we know. This is what's familiar. And if you were to change, that's going to cause some chaos in your brain. And so realizing that, that resistance to change and to transformation isn't about you not being capable or smart enough or worthy of it. It's just that your subconscious brain is trying to sabotage, and you can't really help. You can't help that happens, but you can be aware of it, and then consciously make some different choices of how you talk to yourself, of how you heal, those patterns from your past. And so one of the things that when I was talking to my friend Terry this morning, she said, I just gave myself permission to change. And I loved that. It was so powerful. And it takes a lot of courage. But she has courage, and so do you. And so think about, what do you want to give yourself permission to change? Do you want to give yourself permission to change, like getting up, how early you get up out of bed? Do you want to give yourself permission to change, reaching for that Diet Coke every time you feel stressed out? Or do you want to give yourself permission to change, a pattern of, hey, I'm going to sit down and focus on my business. I'm going to talk to more people. I'm going to connect with people better. What about in your marriage or with your relationships with your kids? What do you want to give yourself permission to change? Maybe you want to give yourself permission to be more patient, to not be so uptight, to be more fun. Okay? All of these suggestions I'm making are a lot mostly coming from my own thoughts, my own experience of what I have wanted to change in my life. And I see it often, similar things with my clients. So we're all the same. We're all just working, we're working to better our lives, hopefully. And there are times where we feel stuck, but we don't have to stay there. Maybe you can give yourself permission to change staying stuck. Hola Candy, ¿cómo estás? Hey Terry Young, hey Angela, hey Carrie, Tina, Kara, Jennifer, Jilly, thanks for being here, you guys. It's so great to be here. Okay, so that's basically my message is let's give ourselves permission to make that change and be okay with being uncomfortable. And so one of the things that I've been learning a lot is that we make the unfamiliar familiar, and our brain can adjust to that. The other thing that the other tip I want to leave you too is that if you have negative feelings associated with getting up, a little earlier to exercise, or if you have negative feelings associated with how much time it takes to prep to eat healthy, or if you have negative feelings associated with sitting down and working on, a project for work or school or whatever it is, change how you talk to yourself about that particular thing. So instead of telling yourself, oh, I'm just dreading, this project is going to take me 5 hours and it's going to be so long and I don't want to do it. Stop that kind of head talk, because your brain will believe it. Okay? And I've been talking about this a lot lately. But start telling your brain something different. Oh, I've got this project and I have all this time to work on it today, and I'm going to feel so happy, as I'm working on it, and I'm just going to have so much creativity as I'm getting it done, and it's going to be so easy for me to focus. Okay, so, and what about like with exercise? Instead of telling yourself how hard it is to get out of bed in the morning, tell yourself, oh my gosh, I love getting out of bed in the morning. I feel so energized. Exercising just makes me feel happier throughout the day. I have so much more energy. I'm so much more peaceful inside when I exercise. And one thing that I do is I tell myself, like, as I'm exercising, oh, my body feels so light. I feel so energized. And I talk to myself that way until I start to believe it, until my body actually has a physical change, like in how it feels. And then I can stick with it. And it's a lot more fun. It's easier, and it's just an easier way to live life. So that's my message for today. Terry, let's see. That about the head talk on our last recorded call has helped me so much. Thank you. I have so much energy to do all I need to get done. Yes, I love that. Okay, so what I'd like to do is I just want to read off some affirmations, and I want to connect you guys to these affirmations. I had a session with somebody earlier today, and some of these affirmations came up for them, and I loved them, and I felt like it was something that I needed to share today. So here they are, and if you're in a place where you can just relax and close your eyes and take some deep breaths, just visualize these affirmations just getting integrated into your belief system. And as you do that, I'm going to be doing my thing and clearing any blocks. So I am connected to my dreams and goals. I am open. I am 100% present in my body, which I think that one's a really interesting one, because think about, when you get stressed out or you get super emotional or angry, a lot of times it's almost like we disconnect, and the way that shows up sometimes is like overeating, undereating, like going for the caffeine drinks or alcohol or whatever it is, that keeps us disconnected from actually feeling all of the feelings that our body is experiencing, our mind and our body. And so being able to be connected 100% in your body is going to help you process your emotions a lot quicker and not ignore them and stuff them. Okay, next affirmation is I take care of myself and make that a high priority. I am relaxed and playful. I am loved. I am lovable. I am courageous. I am responsible for my emotions, and I allow others to be responsible for their emotions. That's really powerful, you guys. I am safe being me. I am enough. I am fully supported. I trust myself. I am compassionate. I am beautiful. I am love. It is safe to play and have fun. I am always moving towards love. I am always radiating God's love and light. I am always divinely guided, protected, and supported. I am connected to my divine purpose and path, and I allow everything to fall into place. Okay, so take a big breath on that, and we're just going to release any blocks. We're going to release any guilt or shame as well associated with any of those affirmations, so take a big breath on that. Okay, excellent. So one little note that I want to talk about really quick before I close is I allow everything to fall into place. So I want you to remember as you're going throughout your day and as you are interacting with people in your life, pay attention. Are you trying to make things happen? Are you trying to chase your dreams or force outcomes or make somebody feel a certain way, to make someone see your point of view, make someone behave in a way that you, or have an attitude that you want them to have. When we try and force those things, it really disrupts our inner peace, and it disrupts our ability to have compassion for ourselves and other people, and it disrupts, I feel like, the way that God wants things to fall into place, okay, when we're trying to force it. And I'm not saying don't take action. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying really pay attention to, are you trying to force something to happen that's not quite ready? And if you are, just take a step back, take a break, take a breath, release control, and allow yourself to just get back to that path of love, if that makes sense. So what I've noticed is that as I take that step back and pay attention to my own feelings, pay attention to my own fears, pay attention to what's going on inside of me, I can let go and let God kind of take care of everything else. And so anyway, that's my thought for today. Thanks for being here, you guys. It's so great to have so many people. And if you want to share this, if you think someone can be inspired about what we talked about today, please feel free to forward it on. Love that. And check out my website at jenpolson.com if you're not on my email list yet. We'd love to have you there. I'm getting ready to share an announcement about a new group format that I'm creating for people to hop on group sessions, so watch for information on that. And anyway, it's great to be here. Thanks for being here, you guys. Love you. Bye.